top 10 worst babysitters ever. Number 10. Agnes Wong. Swinging a 16-month-old around by the ankles and inflicting severe head trauma will definitely land you on the list for the worst babysitters ever. In 2007, the toddler under Wong's care was rushed to the hospital. Only a few days after being taken to the hospital, the baby died. Wong was charged with murder. Number 9. Karl McLuney. 15-year-old Karl was asked to babysit a 2-year-old for a little over an hour. Karl severely beat Demi until she was unresponsive. Demi had 70 injuries to her little body and died. Karl's reason for beating the child was she was annoying. Number 8. Frederick Mitchell. Frederick was babysitting his roommate's 6-month-old for the afternoon. Mitchell had refused to give any reason or explanation as to why he decided to hurl the child into a wall. The 6-month-old died as a result of his injuries. Number 7. William Howard Lail. William was put in charge of a 3-year-old and a 20-month-old for a few hours. Within that time frame, the 20-month-old was beaten to death, and the 3-year-old was also beaten but was saved when Lail panicked after having realized the 20-month-old was dead and rushed out of the house, yelling for help. Number 6. Gabriela Gonzales. Gabriela was watching a 2-year-old who wouldn't stop crying, so Gabriela smashed the girl's head several times into the bathtub. She died 3 days later. Gabriela is serving the maximum sentence of 20 years behind bars and no contact with her own child. Number 5. Marquita Burch. The 1-year-old child Marquita was watching was found in a garbage can. Burch claimed she found the child at the bottom of a stairwell, panicked, and threw him away. Burch is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence. Number 4. Michael Plumadore. 3 sisters were put into Michael's care the night of December 23rd. The following morning, only 2 sisters were returned home. For unknown reasons, Michael had beaten the child with a brick and then chopped her up. Her head was found in his freezer. He received life in prison without the possibility of parole. Number 3. Elzbieta Plackowska. Elzbieta killed not only the 5-year-old child she was babysitting, but also her own 7-year-old son. Elzbieta stabbed them a total of 150 times. She stated she was ultimately seeking revenge on her husband for traveling all the time. Number 2. Yoselyn Ortega. Mrs. Krim came home with 1 of her 3 children to find Ortega in the bathroom and 2 of her children dead in a bathtub of blood. Ortega failed at an attempted suicide. She killed them out of spite and to get back at the parents for some wrongdoing. Number 1. David McGreavy is better known as the Monster of Worcester. He was college friends with the Ralph family and they had lived together for years. McGreavy was babysitting for 55 minutes when he butchered the 3 kids he was watching. After murdering them, he took the 8-month-old, the 2-year-old, and the 4-year-old outside and impaled them on a fence. He was said to be drunk at the time, and his only reasoning was that the baby wouldn't stop crying. His crime was so horrific that he was placed under anonymity order, and his name remained unknown until 2013. The Monster of Worcester is, without a doubt, the number 1 sickest, most demented, and evil babysitter in history. Time for the question of the day. When it comes to the Monster of Worcester, who had been friends with the Ralph family for years, how can you ever trust someone to watch your children? If you have kids, who do you have as a babysitter? Only family, long-term friends, or do you even venture out to babysitting websites? It makes you think, doesn't it? And as usual, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button to see more awesome Top 10 clips. We come out with Top 10 videos just for you every week. Yes, you. Be sure to give this clip a thumbs up and go ahead and check out one of our other Top 10 videos you see